Just here at the Golf now again, just after cleaning off the surface there, the block, ready for the head. But I'll hone out the cylinders first, but I'm going to tape up them, tape up the crank there so don't dirty them. Get all them honed in and put the turbo back on first because it's accessible. So I'll put the turbo and all back on, new banjo bolt washers and on every one of them, and put the head back on, put pistons in, torque them down, put the head back on, and do the time belt, water pump, full service, put everything back together, and then take the gearbox off and put a new clutch in and the rear seal, and should be good to go. Start her up and see what happens. I'm just here cleaning up all the pistons. That's still not as clean as I'd like, but I'm going to keep going at them anyway for a while. Sleep and soaking there for another while. That's, see, that was about half an inch of that carbon built up all around them pistons, so I didn't do too bad getting it off. But what you do is break the old oil rings or compression rings and they'll fit into the grooves perfectly to clean up all the hard stuff. Then I'm using toothbrushes there, and I just took that pickup off that there now, cleaned it out. I'm just going to clean all that up now, every bit of that. It'll come out as clean as that pipe, because I don't want any of that old shit there like it's coming off with my fingers. So you don't want any of that in the sump when it's all done, because it'll block up that pickup, starve the engine of oil. So we'll get that done now. That's the oil pump as clean as I'm going to get it. That's all varnished there, won't come off. The best thing to do with that would be put it into an ultrasonic bath, but I don't have one, so that's, to be honest, that's fairly decent. So just leave it soaking in that anyway, and that's the pistons all done. So I have a few bits left for it to get for it, and once I get them I'll put the whole lot back together then, and we'll go from there. Just here at this turbo off the GTA. Now that housing is never going to be saved. I brought it to a lad to try and weld it, but it's not going to happen. So I fished around for ages and I got a new turbo housing, brand new. All the gaskets, bolts, got them off Turbo Factory there in Laois. It seemed to be the only place that could find one for me. So the actual turbo itself is okay. So I'll go ahead now and strip that down and replace it. I'm just going to take off that turbo housing, but them little 10 bolts there, they're an absolute bastard to get. Like, the open end spanner really is the only thing that you can get on them, and the slip. So I just got the punch and punched that little plate that clamps the two parts of the turbo together. Just push it up out of the way. I'll do that with all of them, and then you'll be able to get the turbo off and be able to get a socket onto them then. So let's see, will it pop off for me now? So that's the old housing off, it's the new one on. Far better job. And it's a new gasket kit and stuff, new bolts. Suppose I can go and put it back in now. Oh, that's the turbo all back in, bolted up. Just have to hone out the cylinders now and them little oil nozzles down there, to take each of them off first, so I don't hit them with the honer, and cover all them where the bearing goes onto the crankshaft there, stop the shape from going on top of them. And once that's done, then I can put the pistons down into it, torque the caps back up, put the head gasket on it, put the head on, and just start doing everything in reverse now. And then I'll take the gearbox off and do the clutch, and hopefully she fires up first time. So we got the turbo and all back on there, took the gearbox off. So I'll do the clutch there now. I'll have to pull the flywheel off as well to put the seal in behind it. So it'll be a new clutch, new flywheel, new release bearing. That one there seen better days anyway, so just as well get it done. I'd say now that was actually howling, but yeah, we're getting there, slowly.